So guys, today I wanted to show to you a little bit of a mechanic that they are adding finally for fixed-wing aircraft. It was something that was already for rotary, so helicopters and stuff, but now it's finally for the Su-25 and for the A-10. Only these two vehicles are receiving it on the regards of being, fixed-wing aircraft for now. But this mechanic needs to be in every single aircraft if they can add it, and I will show you why. The mechanic is something that I already showed it in another video, but today we're going to properly test it. It is basically the introduction of the proper modules in the damage model that if you actually hit in, little things here and there, it will make the aircraft a little bit more incapable of continue to do damage even when they are without parts of the aircraft, right? So for example, sometimes what it would happen is basically have the whole aircraft being kind of destroyed, but you'll still be able to fire missiles, for example, which is something that it's not really realistic, right? So now, for example, in the Su-25 and in the A-10, you will have the proper modules. So obviously, if you hit this one, MFDs, weapons controls, guidance, electro-optical station, NVD, sensors in general, the RWR, the IRCM, the gun, everything with that. And like I said, all the, the A-10, as you see, as well, with the avionics block and everything, right? But the, if you hit, like, for example, here, if you hit the sensor itself, like the sniper pod over here, it actually will get damaged and you will lose it, which makes a lot of sense, right? It's realistic. RWR, guidance control, weapons control, everything, avionics block, the engine itself, everything with that. So let's check it out how this damage is working and seeing the actual effects for fixed-wing aircraft. Of course, this was already added for helicopters, and in this update, it is being added for more of them. So for example, the Mi-35s, there are some other vehicles, like for example here, Mi-35, it's not fully ready yet, but it's getting there. I think this one, yeah, it's not fully ready yet, but it's getting readier and readier, and it's just very interesting, right? So let's get to testing the jet. So here we go. We basically got a tank and shot multiple places where the things are, basically, right? So at first here, for example, we were hitting some of the blocks that are behind the canopy of the A-10, and the main thing is that you will notice that the MFD stopped working. The HUD stopped working, which is great. We tried to hit the APU of the A-10 to see if it would do anything. It says that it has a reduced power output or something like that. But I didn't feel too many things, okay? We hit at the other side, for example, and we lost the complete ability of guiding weapons, for example, and firing, although my HUD and MFD was still working, for example, which is kind of funny, isn't it? So I tried to fire the missile with everything working, the MFD, everything is working, but I hit it, he hit it like the weapons department there, and, it just stopped working. So it is pretty interesting. Here on the Su-25, it's a little bit more fun. He hit it, for example, the sensor, and I just lost the screen there, like the actual guidance screen. He, fired in other places like the IRCM and the top blocks there, and you started to lose the IRCM. The IRCM on the top of the screen there says that it's damaged right now, right? The actual HUD itself stopped working after hitting the one in the back of the canopy, right? So depending on what you hit, it will actually do the damage that it's saying that it will do. So that's an amazing feature, and honestly, guys, this needs to be added for every single aircraft in the game, in my opinion, because it makes it up to be a lot more realistic. The way that damage works and everything is just gonna make the aircraft have more damage when it would have it in real life, right? So yeah, a very cool, it's a small feature, I know, but it's a very cool thing, and it just makes, especially the A-10 and the Su-25, that are aircraft that likes to not die sometimes, especially taking a tank shot to the face sometimes. Now, at least they will be damaged, at least they will lose a part of the aircraft, etc., etc. So, damage model, a lot better. So, very, very cool. So, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, bye guys, see you.